draft. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. To the air right away is Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Play action. It's Ryan. He'll check this down to Hines.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Colts at 1-10 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the 1st, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. This is Hines. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Jackson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Mayfield on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, but he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Harris
will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up, but I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's another first down and what'll be a gain of 21 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Hines. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Slot man moves right. Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris,
his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan.
Caught by Woods.
And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
39.
Here's Hines. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. Snead's got it. Touchdown. Willie Snead. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again back in front. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They hand this off to Harris. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Brought in looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, left side. 20. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 59, ready.
Now it's Ryan.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They run with Hines. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The slot man in motion right. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan, it's complete to Snead. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check. Hey, wait.
Throwing on second down. Ryan. Brought in left side by Snead.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Caught right side at Snead. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Ryan. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first down, Hines. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
To throw is Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley-Cox, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Mayfield. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a move.
Willie Snead all alone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Willie Snead, the second touchdown of the night.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 31, Mayfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
To throw, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They begin the drive with Hines. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hines, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Going with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
They go play action with Ryan. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Hey, 59, ready? Hey, gun.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Mayfield.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the give, this is Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here's Baker. That's to Freiermuth. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And the catch made by Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now Harris. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan to throw. Into the hands of Snead. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now is Ryan. Snead's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Second and 2.
Here's Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Ryan. It's complete to Snead. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I were going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And what an awful time to cough up the football here in OT.
And all coaches talk about, they preach it like crazy, minimizing mistakes, taking care of the football. In this case, that didn't happen, and now they put themselves in position to lose the game.
Yeah, field goal wins it. That's all they need. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
157 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Harris. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They run with Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with it.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Pittsburgh, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.